Good morning, everybody. This is Lindy, trying to get that glare off my glasses. Anyway, good morning. Um, trying to make the camera perfect is really difficult for me because I never know where to look. I'm supposed to look over here, but who knows? Anyway, I am back from RTR, and I wanted to share my thoughts about RTR, and so here we go. Number one, I thought I was prepared. I was not. Okay, I had a director's chair, which is kind of heavy. It's wood. I never thought that I would walk long distances, so I didn't have a cane. And at RTR, sometimes there's so many people that they can't accommodate everyone who has a hard time walking. So you might have to drive a distance and walk a distance, and you're carrying a chair because there's no seating, so you have to bring your own chair. So the chair needs to be lightweight, and you will be sitting there several hours, maybe. I don't know how long Bob talked, but he talked quite a while, and I sat through his talk. And fortunately, I had a little metal stool instead of the chair. I took the metal stool. But my first day, the distance was too far for me to walk, so I didn't go in. I drove through. They couldn't accommodate me, and that's okay because I was unprepared. And it was interesting, and I just drove through and saw everything, and I just said, no, I can't walk this far. It's just too difficult. So then I better hold this a little differently. So then the next time I went was for Bob Wells. That was the first day. I went when Bob Wells talked the second day, and I did get parking right up front. I did have a cane by then, and I had my lightweight stool. So I did sit there and listen on the stool. You have to be prepared for the cold. I mean, because the weather, it would rain, lots of wind. It would be cold, and it would be warm, beautiful day. I got a gorgeous tan, so everybody tells me at work, So I guess I was in the sun every day. I'm not usually outside every day, so I got a lot of color, so they tell me. Anyway, so you have to have layers of clothing, which I did have, but I wasn't expecting it to be as cold as it got. I did understand the wind, but you have to know how to put up your tents. People were having difficulty putting up their awning, their canopies or whatever, for shading. I didn't put any of that up. I threw a blanket down in front of my doors, and that was it. I didn't have a mat, you know. Um, so it was, I wasn't totally prepared. And there are booths there, but now there's not a lot of food and drinking water. So you really want to take a little lunch if you're going to be there all day instead of going back and forth to your van. And if you got to go potty, there's those potties, those outdoor potties. You know what I'm talking about. You go in. Anyway, so if your van's not close, which mine was, so I didn't use those. I went to my van. But I think the biggest thing was the adjustment. I am a solo person, so I'm alone a lot other than when I work. I'm pretty solo. And lots of people there, just lots and lots and lots of people. And they're all friendly. Everybody's saying hi, how are you, whether they know you or they don't. It was a genuinely, boy, what a word, friendly atmosphere. Everybody wanted to talk, and everybody was willing to be friends. I met some wonderful people. That was the joy. I did carry a journal, and I asked my subscribers to sign my journal, and I was thrilled that they did. And I met some subscribers, not as many as I would like, but I did meet some subscribers. And I wanted to meet them and to thank them, for being there. This has kind of been a miracle that my channel kind of exploded. I was unprepared, and getting prepared, getting better. But so RTR is a little different. It's a little town where Chotsky everywhere, you know, flags and flea markets and rocks. Rocks everywhere. You have to be into rocks. They had a gun show while we were there. It, they had a lot of events. The big tent was there. I did not go to that. I was not interested in looking for a job. I really wanted to see incredible tiny homes, but again, the traffic and the distance walking, you really have to get there early, and you have to be prepared to walk if you don't get there early, if you can find a parking space. So there were a lot of people there. And at the RTR, I'm trying to cover everything. They had some booths. We got our, I got my button. This is, oh, I don't know if you can see it. It's in reverse, for goodness sakes. RTR 2023 and my name. So I got that, and I just talked to people. I didn't do many videos. I'm really not into reviewing vans. I really want to talk to people, and everybody has a story, and I'd like to hear it. And I'm not sure how I can get people's stories out, but I really think you all have a story, a life story, and I'd like to be able to tell many of those stories, as well as my own, which is the next video I'm putting up. Is I got to get back to my story. You know, I'm running out of time. So RTR was exciting and interesting and good, bad, you know. We're out in the desert. I didn't think it was very pretty, but it wasn't ugly, you know. It just wasn't pretty. Coal black skies. The darkness was amazing. That was kind of the most interesting thing, was how dark it gets after 8 o'clock. Well, at night, it's just dark. It's dark. I maybe saw the stars twice. I don't know what else to tell you, because you're going to see a million videos on the RTR. So I'm just talking about my thoughts on how it was for me. You know, it was a little overwhelming. Lots and lots of people. I had to go to my van quite frequently, just rest. Rest, yes. And but I had fun, and I enjoyed it. I would only go to the RTR. You know, it's a lot for beginners who are just starting out. Bob has a lot of information about it, and he's such a good soul that he really has good advice for you. It's not going to be everything that you can use. You're going to be creative in your own way. But he is someone you should listen to. He has a lot of experience. And other than that, I really didn't go, other than to see Bob. I didn't know whether I'd meet him or not, and I really didn't worry about it. It was not my priority. Maybe someday I'll run across his path, but if I don't, I don't. You know, I've watched him from the very beginning, and he has always, I bought things that I shouldn't have bought because of the way he lives. I live a little differently, but we're all, you know, working to improve ourselves. So that's kind of it for the RTR for me. I don't know what else to say. It was interesting. I enjoyed it. I'm not going to sell you on going to the RTR, or I'm not going to say don't go to the RTR. I think the choice is yours. There's valuable information there, and you can get a lot of help. They had a bulletin board with these tiny 5x8 cards. Now listen, I'm 75. I don't see those cards very well, so I would have to take every single card down to read it, and not happening, guys. So I said, okay, that's good, but I can't use it. So there were just lots of things I couldn't use, and since I've been in it for a year and a half, a lot of the information wasn't new to me. So mainly I would go, again, just to meet people, just to meet my subscribers, enjoy them, and have a good time with them. And that's the end of my story. There you go. Not exciting at all when it comes to RTR. I didn't do videos. I was told not to do this, not to do that. And I just decided, well, there's a million videos coming out on this RTR. I'm just one more, and it really doesn't matter. So I hope you guys had a great day and a good evening, and I thank you again. And it's my life. What am I going to do? So I want to get back to my stories, which will be one of my next videos. I do want to show you some of the items in the van that I haven't shown you, or I've shown you very little. So I will get back to that in the next few days. And you have a great day. I'll see you next time, camera.